Is Palmer Ranch a great neighborhood to live in? Where is Palmer Ranch? Should I be moving to this area? Oh, I hear these questions all the time, and I love Palmer Ranch in South Sarasota. And so today I'm going to dive into what Palmer Ranch is really like, and specifically I'm going to show you a number of the neighborhoods because there are over 60 different neighborhoods in Palmer Ranch. There is something from everyone. Whether you're looking for a condo, a villa, townhouse, if you're looking for amenities, if you're looking for golf, or if you just want to be close to Siesta Key Beach and be able to get downtown quickly, this is all in Palmer Ranch. So let's talk a little bit about what this is and exactly where it is. To begin with, Palmer Ranch is the southern part of Sarasota, and it is not its own city. It's not like Lakewood Ranch, and people get a little confused about that occasionally. That is it the same? Is it different? And it's similar. It's similar in nature in that it has a number of individual neighborhoods within Palmer Ranch, but it is not a city. It is part of Sarasota. It is actually bordered between Clark Road, Honore, Central Sarasota Parkway, and South Beneva. And this is over 60 square miles of land that has so many different neighborhoods. Now, the reason I wanted to show you a number of the neighborhoods here in this video is because about 80 to 90% of these neighborhoods are going to be gated neighborhoods, which does make it very hard to just drive through, experience, get a feel for. And people ask about that all the time, like which one should I look into? Which ones are the best? And as I always say, there's no best, there's what's best for you. So let's take a look at some of these neighborhoods right now. So they began building in Palmer Ranch in the late 1980s, early 1990s. And originally it was thought to be developed for snowbirds, empty nesters, that second home market. That was a big push in the Palmer Ranch area, like nice gated communities for those that will be visiting part of the year. And so some of our original neighborhoods, it definitely has that feel. However, I want to talk about some of these neighborhoods, such as Marbella. Marbella homes were built around 1990 and in that time frame. And the neighborhood, as you drive through, can sometimes look a little, I guess, cookie cutter in some ways, and that many of the homes look the same. Now, this is going to be a gated neighborhood again, but we're not going to have the big amenities of future development, and just because naturally during the time frame we weren't putting in big pools and tennis courts and pickleball. However, I love these neighborhoods along Palmer Parkway. First of all, it is very convenient to get to Siesta Key Beach. It's more convenient to shopping and to get to downtown Sarasota. So location-wise, I think these neighborhoods along Palmer Parkway are really, really good. And also, some of these original, like Marbella or Murlago, are a little bit more affordable. And a lot of the homes might be 1,600 to 1,800 square feet, and they may have 2 to 3 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms and a den, but they're well appointed. They're very well built homes. They all have tiled roofs. And the nice thing about that is that at the age of this development, most of these roofs are being replaced or have been replaced. So to have a brand new tile roof, if you're looking in this neighborhood, I think is a huge advantage. Now, again, naturally, the homes being over 30 years old, you might think that some of them could be a little bit dated or need a little work. And of course, cosmetically, there may be things that need to be done. But in general, these were really well-built homes, and you could easily go in and add some of your own personal touches and have a very modern home. And the HOA fees are very, very low, because although the landscaping is maintained and it is gated, some of these homes and some of these neighborhoods still have very minimal HOAs, under $200. And that is significant here in our area. So if you're looking for a little bit more affordability between, let's say, $500,000 and $600,000, with 1,800 square feet, close to the beaches, close to downtown, well-built, very walkable neighborhood, I definitely recommend checking out some of these smaller, older neighborhoods in this great location. All right, now I'm going to move on to a few different neighborhoods. And if you've watched any of my videos about Palmer Ranch before, you know I talk a lot about Turtle Rock and Deer Creek. Originally, I would say these were two of my favorite neighborhoods in that they're a little bit larger, expansive. It just seemed like there was a lot more room in the neighborhood. The homes weren't so close to each other when the neighborhoods were built. Deer Creek is a really good neighborhood. I just love the big trees. I love the big yards. I love that the roadways have, you kind of meander through the neighborhoods and you can experience a true neighborhood feel. Little less planned development and a little bit more neighborhood in Deer Creek. The one thing to keep in mind in Deer Creek is that these were originally more stately homes, a little bit larger. Think 2,500 to 30,000 square feet for most of these homes. So much larger homes. Many of them do have pools, as the neighborhood doesn't have, again, large amenities. Now, there is a villa section in Deer Creek that does have their own pool, but overall, most of the homeowners have their own pools. Again, though, these homes were built in the early 1990s, so you can imagine some of them are needing work. Now, why I really like Deer Creek, though, again, just location is great, big yards, but I find right now the prices seem to be more in line with finding a home that you can add some of your own personal touches to. There's definitely going to be things as you go through some of these homes that you're going to be like, wow, you can really tell this is 30 years old, but that just adds to the character. It doesn't take anything away from the size of the home or the layout of the home or just the function of the home. So I do recommend taking a look at Deer Creek. And as I mentioned, Turtle Rock, well, I love Turtle Rock for the walkability, for the nice amenity center, for the size and variety of homes here. However, Turtle Rock really became expensive in the last few years, in my opinion. Not saying they're not worth it, but I think for the price point, you can get a little bit more in some other neighborhoods. I mean, if you're gonna have to spend money remodeling a home, I think it's a beautiful neighborhood, but I think as far as value right now, some of the other neighborhoods may definitely be a little bit better. But again, cannot go wrong with any of these neighborhoods. There's also many neighborhoods that have condos and villas. So if you're looking for condos or villas in a gated neighborhood, again, plenty of options, whether it's Botanica or Ariel or Bella Veneta. There's so many here in Palmer Ranch to check out. But let's move on to golf course communities, because there are two major communities in Palmer Ranch that feature golf courses. One is Stoneybrook and one is Prestancia. Now, Stoneybrook is very well known and it has a great clubhouse. It has lots of amenities. It was truly one of the original golf course community, resort clubs here in our area at the time. You'll find a variety of homes in Stoneybrook. Stoneybrook features villas, condos, and single family homes. So it has it all encompassed in one beautiful grand neighborhood. So if you're looking for the country club lifestyle, I highly recommend checking out Stoneybrook. The other golf course community is Prestancia. And Prestancia is truly beautiful. Prestancia was built in the 90s as well. And so although these are very large yards, luxury homes, luxury villas, do keep in mind that the styles that you're looking for might have changed in that time frame. So people are always asking me about new homes or updated homes on a golf course close to the beach. I love to recommend Prestancia, but price point wise, you're definitely looking at $1 million in that area, and it may not have all the new bells and whistles that you're looking for. But as far as golf course communities are concerned, this is absolutely gorgeous. A few neighborhoods that you may not have heard about, but I want to bring up because they're really great neighborhoods, and one is Silver Oaks. Silver Oaks is a beautiful gated neighborhood. It does not have major amenities. This is not a community that you're going to move into that has a lot of activities as far as planned activities. However, it is another gated community with stately homes. And so if you're looking for a little bit of privacy, nice big open floor plans, then Silver Oaks is for you. But if you are looking for amenities, I have to talk about Esplanade at Palmer Ranch. Esplanade at Palmer Ranch has been built over the last 6 to 7 years. It's completely sold out at this time, but this is the perfect amenity-rich community. It is very, very popular. It is located off of Honore. But in Esplanade, there's two sides to Esplanade. There's the Esplanade and the Esplanade Estates, where we have our luxury homes. And many of the homes were built by Lee Wetherington, Arthur Ruddenberg, all the luxury builders. But also the other part of Esplanade, you see Taylor Morrison homes such as the Lazio, the Palazzo, the Aurelia, all those, as well as a few condos. But why people love all Esplanades simply are for the amenities. Your resort pool, your tiki bar, your workout facility, your card room, your activities director. There is something for everyone, and people love living in this location. And it is very close to Legacy Bike Trail. So if you're a biker, that's another advantage of Esplanade. A few other neighborhoods that you're going to hear about in Palmer Ranch are definitely some of the neighborhoods that were built in the early 2000s as that market was booming there for a while, such as Village Walk, Isles of Sarasota. Those neighborhoods, as well as the Hammocks, are very popular neighborhoods, and they have a lot of single family homes. I think it's a neighborhood that works for everyone. So I would check out either one of those, Village Walk or the Hamptons neighborhood. But what about newer homes? Because that's really what we get asked about the most. You know, people want the most modern, updated neighborhoods, homes, communities, and along Honore, which is going to be the east boundary of Palmer Ranch, we have more of the newer neighborhoods. Sunrise Preserve is one of the newest. It is almost sold out. There's 3 or 4 homes still available if you want a brand new home in Palmer Ranch. Sunrise Preserve is very popular as it is the closest to Clark Road, which makes it easy to get to Siesta Key. As I said, this is almost sold out, but this is amenity rich and features villas and single family homes. The other brand new neighborhood, and probably one of the last neighborhoods from what I'm being told in Palmer Ranch, is Talon Preserve, which is located down Honore to the south. Actually, it's technically in Nokomis. This is a DeVosta built neighborhood that has brand new homes, and they do have villas and single family homes. They've recently opened their amenity center, so this is one of the latest and greatest in Palmer Ranch neighborhoods. Now, with over 60 neighborhoods, you can tell that we couldn't dive into all of them. However, these are some of the really popular ones, what you get in some of the older neighborhoods and what the location is like, what you get with golf course neighborhoods, what you get with amenity rich neighborhoods, and some of the brand new neighborhoods. So if you have questions about Palmer Ranch, please reach out to me, let me know. I'd love to give you a tour of Palmer Ranch. We have maps and guides of these communities, so let me know how I can help. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.